If you want a more prudent way, then you have something like this, which means a lower support level, so you're giving more tolerance to lower prices. We're retesting the 36,000 region. So if we manage just to kind of like bounce off of it, and then beyond 40,000, then we can potentially go up. Hi, this is Jason, and today's date is the 31st of May 2021, i.e. the last trading day of the month for Bitcoin. And I just want to do a follow-up video to the previous one, in that we established an optimistic line of support, and then we also had a more prudent one. And we've seen in the last few days that the prudent one has played out. What's promising is, even though we wicked below it during the day, the daily candles never closed below it. They closed above this support line, which is promising, especially given the weekend and the bank holiday. Generally lower volume than compared to a normal trading week. So this is very good, and also mentioned in the previous video, there's a lot of price action that's concentrated around this 35 to 37,000 region, which forms good support in the future. But at the same time, as discussed in the previous video, if we look at the 4-hourly, we have a whole load of resistance here. When we broke out of the falling wedge, we hit resistance, tested it once, twice, 3 times, rejected, and now we're going into the week, going into this resistance area again. So hopefully we'll get some volume this coming week, Tuesday onwards, and hopefully we can break through it. But as mentioned, this does form really good support for the future. And hopefully we can get into the 40s, because going near the low 30s for me is, it's quite a bit worrying, because I think if we broke, if we finished the month below 29,000, 28,000, I believe that would have triggered a bear market for the year. But it's promising that we haven't, and we're holding pretty strongly from what we can see here. And in my opinion, even though we're in this dire level, it's something that I didn't anticipate such a big correction. I think in the future this will form the bottom for the future. So in the future, if we do reach, say, 80,000, 85,000, even higher, then if we retrace or even go into bear market, I believe the 35 to 37,000 region will form very good support in the future. Going into stock to flow, as we can see, this month is finishing. The BLX is not live, excludes weekends, but as mentioned in the previous video, we wanted to finish the month above 29,000, and it looks like that will play out, given that we've got about 12 hours left of the month essentially. So I think that is very good. So going back to this graph, so as mentioned, if we take away the kind of optimistic view and just have this, what we could potentially see, going back to the 4-hourly, is we rescale this. So we had essentially a bottom here in terms of based on candle bodies, and then we have one here as well. So potentially what we could have is a double bottom or a W pattern, and then we could bounce up. That's a potential play that could see itself play out this week. As mentioned, if we get past the 40s, there's very little resistance, so we need to get past this area of, say, 35,000 to 40,000. If we get out of this area, there's very little resistance in the 40 plus. So we need to soldier on, soldier through, and get through this area. So yeah, potentially we have a W pattern playing out here. As mentioned, we have the support level. So long as we keep above it, and we can go up, reject, but we're forming higher lows, then that's good, and higher highs even, then we could potentially get back up to this level.